Taking money out of your 401k can feel like navigating a minefield, especially if you're worried about penalties. Many retirees make mistakes when withdrawing funds early, and that can lead to significant losses. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to avoid these penalties and keep more of your hard-earned savings. First, it's important to understand the basic rules. If you withdraw funds from your 401k before age 59 and a half, you'll typically face a 10% early withdrawal penalty, along with regular income taxes. That means you're losing a chunk of your savings just because you're not yet 59 and a half. But there are exceptions to this rule, and knowing them could save you thousands. For example, if you become permanently disabled or face certain medical expenses, you might be able to take money out without the 10% penalty. Additionally, if you're retiring after 55, you can access your 401k without penalty, but only if you're no longer working for the company that holds your plan. This is something many people overlook, but it can be a real game changer if you need access to funds. But here's where things get even more interesting. You don't have to rely on traditional 401k options. If you're serious about protecting your wealth, especially as a retiree, you should take a look at gold IRAs. These accounts allow you to invest your 401k savings into gold, which can hedge against inflation and market volatility. It's a great alternative to the risk of withdrawing your money and facing penalties. If you're wondering how gold IRAs work, and if they're the right move for you, I've put together a free gold IRA guide. Thousands of Americans are opening gold IRAs to safeguard their wealth, and I highly recommend checking out this guide if you want to make sure your retirement savings are as protected as possible. The link's in the description, and trust me, it's worth looking at if you have 100k or more in your IRA or 401k. Now, if you're under 59 and a half and need to access your 401k without penalties, another option is to take a loan against your 401k. You can borrow up to $50,000 or 50% of the balance, whichever is smaller. But this option comes with risks, especially if you can't repay the loan within 5 years. The loan is treated as taxable income if you default on it, and you'll lose the loan's tax-deferred growth potential. So it's not a perfect solution, but if you're careful with it, it can provide some flexibility. One of the most overlooked options is the 72T rule, which allows you to take early withdrawals from your 401k without penalty if you set up a series of substantially equal periodic payments. Essentially, you agree to take regular withdrawals over a period of time, and as long as you stick to the schedule, the IRS won't penalize you. This strategy requires careful planning, and it's best to work with a financial advisor to ensure you're meeting all the requirements. But while these are options to avoid penalties, the best thing you can do to protect your wealth is to plan ahead. If you're under 59 and a half and thinking about pulling money from your 401k, you might want to reconsider or look into ways to avoid penalties, like rolling your funds into a gold IRA. Gold IRAs provide a tax-advantaged way to grow your wealth, and many people are using them to safeguard their assets against inflation and market swings. If you've been thinking about protecting your savings and want more details, click the first link in the description for my free gold IRA guide. It's tailored specifically for retirees who have 100k or more in an IRA, 401k, or even up to $5 million in savings. You don't want to wait too long to act, especially if you're concerned about your financial future. To sum it up, avoid early withdrawal penalties by knowing your options and planning ahead. Take advantage of the 72T rule if you need access to funds without penalty. But remember, a gold IRA might be your best bet in the long run, and it's a strategy that many retirees are already using to secure their financial future. So, if you're ready to take control of your wealth and avoid penalties when accessing your 401k, click the link in the description now. This guide is a must-have if you have 100k or more in your retirement accounts, and I'm confident it'll help you make the right decision for your future.